Hello everyone, welcome to today's session. I am Amirash and I teach you science and social science on this amazing platform of the AI world. Welcome to MCQ series for CBSE Class 10 Term 1 board exams. And today we will be beginning with our social science MCQ series, and we are starting with the chapter The Rise of Nationalism in Europe. We will be covering all the important MCQs from this chapter in today's series. So I hope you are very excited and do follow all the sessions. Those of you who don't know the syllabus of term 1, it is from history. You are having only one chapter, The Rise of Nationalism in Europe, which is very important. So please read your NCRT line by line and mark all the important points. Okay, from civics we'll be having power sharing and federalism. From geography, you will be having resources and development, agriculture, and water resources map work. And from economics, you'll be having development and sectors of Indian economy. So today we will be starting with this history chapter 1. So without further ado, let's get started. So what are we exactly going to cover today is the one marker questions, the MCQs, and the assertion reasoning questions. And in this, I would like to mention that the assertion reasoning questions are generally very confusing. So we will be doing them. In one marker questions, we will be doing a huge variety and MCQs also from the chapter. Right guys? So before starting, what you have to do is like the video and subscribe to the channel, okay? So that you can get notifications from time to time. So let's get started with the first question. So the question says, when France sneezes, the rest of the Europe catches cold. Who among the following said this popular line? So what do you think? Is it Giuseppe Mazzini? Is it Duke Metternich? Is it Otto von Bismarck? Or is it Giuseppe Garibaldi? What do you think? The line is, when France sneezes, the entire Europe catches cold. What do you think? Answers in the chat box. I hope most of you must have answered. And your time's up. Definitely it is Duke Metternich, who was a conservative. He was a conservative, but still he said this because you know that in the France people were very revolutionary. So whatever revolutions used to happen in France, the impact was there on the entire Europe. The entire Europe used to suffer because of France and its revolutions. Right? I hope that is clear. Giuseppe Mazzini was a revolutionary and he was Italian, so not at all. Otto von Bismarck was a German architect, so this is also not the correct answer. And Giuseppe Garibaldi was an unification of Italy, right? Who sent the military troops to Cavour. Moving ahead to the second question. A custom union that was formed in 1834 at the initiative of Prussia and joined by most of the German states are called what? Zollverein, plebiscite, utopian, all of these. What do you think? Which was the customs union which was formed? And the hint that I'm giving, that it abolished the tariff barriers and it reduced the currency from 30 to 2. And this was related to your, let me tell you, it was related to economic liberalism. Right? So now it's your turn to guess. Okay, your time's up. It is Zollverein. Zollverein was the customs union which was formed, and which country formed it? Prussia. Okay, and I have told you what was it about the custom union, Zollverein, right? Moving ahead with the question number 3, who among the following was proclaimed as the first German emperor in 1871? So after the unification of Germany was completed, who was proclaimed? Was it William I, Frederick William I, William II, Frederick William I, William I, or Frederick William II? What do you think? What should be the correct answer according to you? He was proclaimed the first German emperor. Very important. Your time is up. It is William I. See, earlier it was Frederick William IV, as you are able to understand, William IV. But then William I was the emperor. Initially he was the monarch, Frederick William IV, but after the unification, William I was proclaimed as the emperor of Germany. Okay, after the unification. Clear? Fourth question. Which of the following revolutionaries is called as the first expression of nationalism? So the first expression of nationalism, that first time, which of the following events led to the you can say idea of nationalism? Russian Revolution, Glorious Revolution, Revolution of the Liberals, or French Revolution? This is super easy. I hope I'm getting as many responses in the chat box because it will be beneficial for you in your revision. Okay, your time's up. Definitely it is the French Revolution which marked the first expression of nationalism. Clear? Let's move ahead. When did Napoleon invade Italy? Invade. It should be invade. Is it now? This is a date-based question. There is a timeline that I will be providing to you very soon in my regular sessions of Rise of Nationalism in Europe. So do not forget to check that timeline, in which I will be telling you all the important questions on all the important dates. Right? So what do you think? 1799, 1789, 1797, or 1796? Easy. Chala, quickly answer. I hope you would have answered. It is 1797. In this year, Napoleon invaded Italy. Right? Sixth question. Which region is ruled over by the Habsburg Empire? Austria-Hungary, France, Netherlands, Spain, Portugal, Scotland, Ireland. So by the Habsburg Empire, what do you think? Which region is ruled? What do you think? Okay, definitely it was the Austria-Hungary. This is an example from your NCERT textbook. If you could just relate with it, it was an example given the textbook. Right, so from there I've taken it, and it is Austria-Hungary. This region was ruled by the Habsburg Empire. Now, an amazing assertion reasoning question. Let's try to crack this question. So pay attention. In assertion reasoning questions, there are two things given to you. Assertion is any kind of statement, okay, taken from your text. So I can say that assertion is a statement. Assertion is a statement, and reason is the reason of that statement. Okay, and after reading them, you have to answer, from these four. One of the answers is going to be correct. First is both assertion and reason are true, and R is the correct explanation of A. It means both of them are. First, you have to find if both the statements are correct. Second step is C. If one of them is wrong, then either you'll go with C or D. Right? If assertion is true, reason is false, then C. Both assertion and reason are false. Generally, instead of this, it is asked that reason is true, but assertion is false. Okay, in the exam, you'll get this. Okay, but if both of them are correct, then you'll go to A and B, and the maximum students get confused because of A and B, since it's very confusing, right? You all can really correlate with it. Okay, so what should be the correct answer according to you? Let me read the question once. On 18th May 1848, 831 elected representatives revolted in the Frankfurt Parliament. So is it correct, this 831 representatives? Definitely it is correct that on 18th May 1848 this only happened. And reason is given to us: the elected representatives revolted against the issue of extending political rights to women. No, not at all. This is totally wrong. Why? Because they were not giving the universal suffrage. They wanted to form like a national assembly in which only men would get the vote. So by this you're able to understand that the assertion is true but the reason is false. So C should be your correct answer. In this, it's easy between A and B. If we get a question, then I will answer that. Okay, next question to you. Okay, fine, yeah. Arrange the following in the correct sequence. So 4 events are given to you. Now you have to arrange them in correct sequence. Unification of Italy, French Revolution, unification of Germany, Napoleon invaded Italy. So what do you think? See, first thing I know, French Revolution happened at the first. In which year? 1789, right? So 2. Now see, French Revolution is the first, it is second. So 4th and B and D options get eliminated, right? Because in A and C options only 2 is at the first. Getting it? So in this manner 2 options eliminated before even beginning. Now A says 2 4. So after this, after French Revolution, did Napoleon invade Italy, or 2 3? After French Revolution, the unification of Germany occurred. This was very late. See, unification of Germany took place in around, I think, 1871. The king was proclaimed. So at that time it was completed, and Napoleon invaded Italy in 1797 only. It means A should be the correct answer. Well done, those of you who got it correct. Moving ahead. Now picture based question, very important. This is picture based. Okay. Which of the following aspects best signify this image in 1848 in France? Is it, let me change the color. Yes. Is it Massacre at Chios, Fall of Versailles, Peasants Uprising, 1848, Frankfurt Parliament? It's easy. Now this is picture based. You can just let me know in the comments, the chat box. Okay. Yes, the peasants uprising. The peasants were uprising, and I will explain this to you in my regular sessions. What exactly happens, that weavers concept. Okay, that we'll be starting in depth. Clear, everyone? 10th question, match the following. Such questions can also be asked. So let's try to match. 1804. What happened in 1804? Civil Code. I know. Okay, 1804 is Civil Code. 1815 was the Treaty of Vienna. This also I know. 1797, just now I told you, Napoleonic Wars began, and the Greek struggle of independence, 1821. So it should be A4. Only one option is there. So this is the correct answer. Okay, I hope you understood this. And in this, this all I have already explained to you in detail. In case you haven't watched those videos, do watch. Okay, another assertion and reasoning question. Assertion says Giuseppe Garibaldi participated in a Republican uprising in Piedmont in 1834. Absolutely correct. He sent his military troops to Cavour, or you can say unification of Italy, right? All the portions of Italy, the regions which were not Italians, were defeated, right? And there was only one region, Sardia Piedmont, which was in which the Italian prince used to rule, only that region. And reason says Sardinia Piedmont was ruled by an Italian princely house. Definitely, only this region was ruled. So now both are true, so C and D get eliminated for you. Now the two options left with you are both assertion and reason are true. Reason is the correct explanation of assertion, or both assertion and reason are true, but reason is not the correct explanation of assertion. So do you think here the reason is explaining assertion? Quickly answer in the chat box. Do you think? See, these statements are not at all connected. Why? Because as you're able to see over here, this Giuseppe Garibaldi point is related to unification, right? Unification of Italy. And this Sardinia Piedmont is related to the different regions, or you can say the diversity of Italy. So they are not at all connected. Wars were because they wanted unification. They wanted to unify all the states and then combine them as Italy. And this is talking about Sardinia Piedmont, right? So the answer should be B, because it's not explaining. Okay, if it would write the Spanish rulers of Bourbon dynasty in the south, or Austro-Hungary belt in the north, then it would have been correct. But right now it's not at all explaining. I hope you've understood this. Now 12th question, choose the incorrect option from the column A and column B. So you have to choose the incorrect option. It's clearly mentioned, which is not correct. See, if we just see Bismarck helped in unification of Germany, this is clear. Lord Byron was an English poet, this is also clear. Karel Krupinski was a Polish music composer, but Frederick Sorio was not a British artist. Now let me know in the comment section who was Frederick Sorio, like which type of artist, what was his nationality. Okay, do let me know. Okay, question number 13. Arrange the following in the correct sequence. So what do you think? Which of these happened first? I think this we did just now. Did we? See, French Revolution is the first. I think we did. French Revolution is the first, then Napoleonic Wars, then Treaty of Vienna, and then Unification of Germany. So this should be a correct answer. Yes, we are correct. I hope you all are giving the answers in the chat box because this will be very helpful to you. Alright, now we have done 13 questions, and now some of the questions I want to give you in homework, okay, which you have to let me know in the comments. Right? First question. Which of the following was not among the symbols of the New Britain when a new British nation was forged through the propagation of dominant English culture? Union Jack, God Save Our Noble King, English language, Irish language. So here they are saying which was not a symbol. So first of all, just see which were the symbols. Was Union Jack there? Was God Save Our Noble King was there? Was English language and Irish language there? Then you can let me know in the comments, right? Second question. In visual representatives, who wears a crown of oak leaves? Is it Marianne? Is it Germania? Is it both A and B? Or is it none of these? This is from the allegory part. So if you've read that table, you can easily give the answer. Scene. Last question. Sorio's vision of society, which is so idealistic that it is unlikely to exist, is called utopian, democratic, absolutist, or conservatist. What do you think, Sorio's vision? So these are the three questions. This. I hope you've taken the screenshots. Do let me know in the comment section. In the next session, we will be taking the names of 5 fastest children to answer. Thank you so much for attending today's session, and do not forget to like the video, share it among all your friends. Wait a second, that arrow. I'm unable to make right now that arrow, sorry for that, and subscribe to the channel. Okay everyone, we'll meet in the next session. Until then, goodbye.